Yeah, top of the day. One Love Awareness. Let me say something. Hey, I'm trying to tell you something. Top of this wonderful Saturday. This is for real, y'all. Hey, hey. I wanna tell you something, baby. Ooh, I wanna tell you in your ear. I wanna tell you something that you don't wanna hear, 'cause baby, I know you. Yeah. Woo! Puff the Magic Dragon. Did you hear me say that on the video, the last video that I did, which was part 2 of super sexuality? Yes. That came to me, and I'm telling you, it is very befitting. Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea. That's all I remember. Blah, 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 blah. And you want to go by? Okay. So I'm pulling up to where I need to be, and I'm just going to be here for a couple of minutes talking to you today, because I got a little something I want to tell you about in reference to how I came up with the Puff the Magic Dragon. But in addition to how I came up with it, I'm telling you, it's very befitting, because I'm watching, my father taught me chess as a child. So I'm watching a chess game happen, but I'm also watching a Monopoly game happen, So, they're like the Prince, the Queen of Soul, James Amos, James Earl Jones, Whitney. There are a lot of different pieces that switch and change faces. Diana, Princess Diana. There's faces that switch, for the pieces that they become on the chessboard, the pawns. And we do a lot of cosplay. So we put our costumes on and we become the persona of this and that. So when I said we were in the phase of super sexuality and super sensibility, Terrence Howard said that when he, as an actor, goes into his different personas that he is portraying, that he takes on the energies and maybe the amenities or whatever of that persona. So in that case, it's as though you're expanding your experience, compartmentalizing, if blending, picking up different attributes, calling on various attributes, the many faces of Eve kind of thing. um Multiple personalities, if you don't know what that movie was from. But Puff the Magic Dragon, okay, I say that because the church, years and years of the church's pursuit of the philosopher's stone, the magic button, the magic G spot, divinity mystery school stuff leads to the hidden signs and symptoms of things. They hide all these things in plain sight for reasons that are obvious. You're not going to go, a lot of times the low hanging fruit is satisfying enough. Look, when I said that, my mouth watered. Is that might be something that that's been some kind of way programmed into. Just take the low hanging fruit, be satisfied with that mentality. Anyway, I see a greeting. Kundalini Yoga. Yeah, that's what I talk. That talk with me. Kundalini Yoga. Love and Artie was at me. Oh yeah. Because I actually met someone yesterday who has land and wants to lend one of my full moon events. I say land, and that's something I'm using my words. Is they're coming to me through the spirit. So yes, she's gonna lend me her land for one of my full moon events, and whew, we might even do naked yoga on that bad boy at sunrise or some stuff, or at the full moon. I don't know. I don't know. Because I did talk to, and this is, I'm going off topic, but this is a hot button right now. The super sensuality, the super sexuality, the no box, all letters, are fair game, wide open. But I tell you what, there needs to be some recognition of, so I know what you are. Don't be saying you this and you that and you ain't this and you ain't that. My ex-husband, you know homophobic, and come to find out, that's the terrible, terrible way to treat a person, a woman, when she think you, because of how you acting, thinking you this way. Now I asked the question. I asked the question several times, and then finally, the last time that I asked the question, the third time that I asked that question, it was like curtains. You not getting no more chances to answer that question. I ain't asking you no more. You don't want answered the right way, and the right way is be real, be true, and that's the thing they're gonna start facing facts about in these relationships where they think, oh, they this, that, and the other in the major masculine sort of visual, outwardly visual way, and that's the thing, does that demean you? Does that mean you less of a man as far as, your chops and whatever it is, your forte is, your strength is, whatever that niche is that you carved out for yourself? If you playing basketball, if you on the baseball, if you on the, I don't know what other, say you a lumberjack, say you a thug, say you in hip hop. Does any of that matter? Does that take you to another place? Is that, because Lil Uzi or whoever these other folks are, Boosie, I don't know the names. I don't know the names, but I know I keep hearing that these flamboyant folks, the folks that's showing out and proving that this is who I am and this is how I want to be, those folks seem so happy to be out there doing, saying, and being what they chose to be. And I changed my tune on a lot of things over the years. I'm telling you, the more I see it, the more I'm like, I ain't fighting that. You know what? I keep choosing what I choose. You know what I'm saying? You can have whatever choices you want. You can make the choices big and wide, and that way can be a huge plethora. But I still got my choice. And my choice, if ain't but one choice out of all those choices. So you could choose whatever you choose, and I don't have no problem with what you choose, but let me be the chooser for me. Don't force your choice on me. I'm not forcing my choice on you. That's not how I want to, let's be happy. Don't worry. Do. Be happy. Oh, and that reminds me, because I'm got along if you feel. Be happy. Okay, eat. What did they say? Uh, meet, eat, and be merry. Eat, play, and I don't know. Anyway, so One Love and Wellness, I got a lot of things that's about to happen today. I just wanted to let you know how I came about with that Puff the Magic Dragon thing. I thought that, they're fucking around with the Kundalini and the Merkaba, and they trying to get that energy kick started. Not trying. For all I know, the fact is, the ritual is the reason for the ritual has everything to do with the magic that's in the mix of all of that, and the fact that it's youth and the fact that it's virgin makes it an even higher value pawn on the chessboard. Um, you know, this he's currently taking a sit down, like in Monopoly, go straight to jail and don't collect $200. All of these money moves is basically happening in more visual way. The cosplay must go on. The show must go on. Life is a stage. If we never knew it before, we do know it now. It's obvious and in your face. Let me say, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. All I can say is be the best you to the utmost degree that you can be, because what you do on this level is playing out on the bigger play level, and we're all connected. So you keep doing the good and the right and the true, and face value cards on up on the table as much as possible, because you got a winning hand if you keep playing your cards with the light, you know shining bright on you. It ain't what you do with the energy. I'm sorry, it ain't the light or the dark that's good or bad. It's what you do with the energy. Why I say it ain't what you do with the energy? Did I mean that? It ain't what you do with the energy. It's what you intend to do with the energy. So the energy intention, if it's for the good of all, the win-win, let's see the best potential options occur. I'm trying to win and collaborate together. So I'm trying to share with you where I'm winning, how I won, and the best way to think about this right now for me is to not, to this is not affecting me on a level that I'm actually one of the players on the board, but it affects me in knowing this is affecting everything on such a grand scale. The big picture got bigger and bigger and bigger, that when you look at the constellation Sirius, the solar return, the Puff got thrown out to the wilderness to see to he will he come back, like the Dogons sending their youth to the wilderness, to fight the lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Is there a golden brick road? Who's the Tin Man? Does he have the heart of the lion? When they killed off James Earl Jones, who was Mufasa, I mean, sorry, I think Mufasa on Coming to America, and then he was Darth Vader. It's like the people that they're killing off, they have a certain energy. Unaliving off of the series, of the movie, of the big picture, of the world as a stage. The people that they're the energies that are being removed are being trumped at new levels, like the what we didn't understand before. If you never understood it before, please understand that these are money moves. These are moves that are affecting the economic playing field. 127 countries pulled away from us. Now, that must mean they know something about, because the music industry as a whole, that the musical chairs is going on, nominating their children on down the line. Every child that hopefully, there's some way for this to not uh, uh, cripple systems in major ways, but to just redistribute the energy in more fair ways, in more ways that shares fairly with more, all, not just more, but all. New economic structures. What's Terrence Howard talking about? He's talking about that our banking system and our numeric system, and I saw a couple of other channels. That's how they're doing. They're explaining as well that even when you talk about zero, the fact that you're talking about zero makes zero more than zero, because zero means nothing, and even saying nothing is more than something. I mean, is something, is more than nothing. So it's not nothing anymore once you start talking about it. You're giving it some value, you're giving it some energy. So all the things that are on our board, as far as the signs and symptoms, I believe we're in Revelations. I believe that you can't tell the men from the women. There's wars and rumors of wars, wars and rumors of wars. The climates and the seasons, We've had already these swarms of this, that, and the other. And I didn't see the swarms of the this, that, and the other this summer. Like they said, if there's a swarm, how come I only saw two dead on the ground? I might hear it when I'm riding through, but I have a feeling that those tones were to trick us. I played the other day. Ooh, I'm so excited. I feel like I'm bursting at the seams trying to tell you some stuff. But I feel as though these sirens, these sonic influences that are going on around us, these waves that are being introduced to us, that are putting us into a certain um, frequency, like for instance, these singing cars, but also not just the electric cars. The siren. Okay, so I took on you. I have had a squirrel that was at my window, and I don't know, he's picking at somewhere around the windowsill, and I decided, I didn't like the sound of what I didn't see it, but I didn't like the sound of what and then the shadow showed that he had something in his mouth coming away from my window. I don't know, does that mean he's bringing it to there or he's taking it away? But anyway, I decided, I pulled up on YouTube the sound of a siren, and I put it up at the window, and the squirrel looked around like he thought he knew, he could tell that it was coming. He looking around, looking around, looking around, and finally ran around in a circle because he's still trying to get, where's this sound coming? And then he jetted off and didn't come back. That sound is doing something to us. That sound is alerting us of something, and could be conditioning us for some things. So that's it for today. One Love and Wellness. Love plus art equals wellness. Do I still have some music I can play? You know, season 6, I feel like I'm giving you a little more insight to myself, my world, and my lifestyle. Love plus art equals wellness. This is not the song that I wanted to play, but this is the song I played earlier. Woo! This was recorded at Tacoma Station. Hands up, the man, funk it on up now. At Tacoma Station, 4th and Butternut Street Northeast. And then remixed in the studio. So let me say, again, One Love and Wellness family, thank you for joining me. I'm Precious Mother Love. This is season 6 of Heart Happy Hour. Let's figure out how to have happy hearts these days, guys. Let's figure out, regardless of the sounds. Okay, well, we were on our way out, so thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you guys. One Love and Wellness. Have a beautiful, marvelous, fabulous, wonderful day. Ashe. Peace. I say yeah, yeah. I say woo, 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 yeah, yeah.